My podcast today, Driven, paired with raw talent and business savvy, took my special guest today out of a little mountain town in Georgia and into the spotlight, opening for award-winning artist, writing #1 songs, and touring over 150 dates a year. Country singer, songwriter John King is joining me. And a good night's sleep guaranteed? You must try the #1 weighted blanket in the world, My Blankwell. I can't sleep without it. Listen in at the end of this podcast for a limited time only special offer. Driven, paired with raw talent and business savvy, took award-winning #1 songwriter and breakout country artist John King out of the little mountain in Georgia and into the spotlight. I am thrilled to welcome to my show American country music singer and songwriter John King.
Hi, John. Oh my gosh, what an intro. I'm so hyped up right now. Man, that was awesome.
Okay, John, thank you. Okay, my heart's beating. Just so you know, I am a huge country music listener. I love country music. My daughter made this playlist for me, and now you're on it.
Yes. All right, that's the kind of stuff I like to hear right there. That's amazing.
And your hit single, Try Saying Goodbye, oh my God.
Well, that song, of everything I've ever released, that song is so special to me. I just was kind of waiting on the right time to release it, and we had been putting new music out and just kind of gradually building our way up to this song. So of anything I've written and released, that song to me is so important because it's so true, and I love the message behind it, and I love how fans are reacting to it. So that means a lot to me. I'm so glad you and your daughter like it.
Oh my God, we love it. So what the message behind it? I mean, tell us about that. It does hit it hits home for a lot of people.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, my favorite thing about country music and country songs is just a lot of it's about everyday life and situations that we go through. And this song to me is like, I started dating my high school sweetheart. I was 15 years old, and I ended up marrying her. She's my wife, and she's been my only girlfriend that I've ever had. Aww. And so we've been together almost half our lives now, and it's like, you grow and you evolve and you go through these changes, and every once in a while you get an argument, and you know, kind of when you're in the heat of those battles, like they seem like a bigger deal than they really are. And that's kind of what we wrote Try Saying Goodbye about. It's like putting yourself in that position to say, like, is this fight that I'm in, or is this argument that I'm in, is it worth losing the person that I love the most? And I think pretty much everybody has been or will be in that situation. So I think that's why that song means so much is, you know, maybe somebody's gone through a breakup and they've experienced that, or they are going through one, or they've, like, pulled back and were able to say, like, you know what, I'm going to swallow my pride and get through this and, you know, be the bigger person and say, I'm sorry. And sometimes that's the hardest thing to say. So I just think it's a different perspective on something people go through every day.
Oh, my God, I like you even more now. You have my heart beating. You're such a nice guy. Oh, my God. I don't know what it is about country music and the songs. I do listen to them in my car on my playlist every single day. So you credit your parents as the main reason you got into music.
Yeah, my mom and dad, my mom played piano in the little church where I grew up, and she was just very musical, and my dad is just a huge music lover. Like, he had records. Every Saturday we would pull out records and listen to vinyl together, and so I grew up on anything from Led Zeppelin and Guns N' Roses to, you know, Don Williams and Waylon Jennings. So there was like this wide range of music my parents raised me on, and it kind of helped me formulate the sound I have now. It's a little bit of, you know, different genres influenced, but it all still roots in that country, the message and the lyric, and that's how I grew up. I grew up in a tiny little mountain town in Georgia, so there wasn't really anything else to do, so I learned how to play music and ended up in Nashville. So it's been really great. I love getting to do this, and I mean, my favorite thing about what I do, people ask me all the time, it's the fans. Country music fans like you and your daughter, like, they're so dedicated, and they just follow the artist, not only the music but their lives. So that's been really fun to kind of let fans in and get to know them just as much as they get to know me.
I love how you interact with the audience as well, and I agree with you. There's nothing like a country music fan. If you just I'm talking to American country music singer and songwriter John King. Okay, so what is it like on the road? And your father to beautiful Scarlett.
Yeah. We have a baby girl. I'm actually talking like I can hear her like screaming on the other end of the house, like playing. She's over there with her mom playing. Yeah, she is such a sweetheart. And my wife Hannah is just doing such a great job with her. But it's tough. Obviously being on the road away from them can be tough at times, but it's also fun. And we get to take, she gets to go out with us. And so when I have them out with me, it's a lot of fun. And, the fans, like being on the road and getting to meet people and whether it's like a little town in Illinois or whether we're playing a big city like Chicago or New York, it's just a great atmosphere. Like anytime you're playing a country concert, and then obviously there's a lot of festivals in the summer that are so fun. So it's always a blast. And yeah, I have a great band, a great crew. So I'm really blessed to have a great time on the road.
Well, it seems like from your little small mountain in Georgia, you're still very grounded, even though all this stardom has happened to you.
Well, I don't look at it that way. I still look at it as, I'm just a normal dude, and I'm just really lucky to get to do what I love to do. I don't look at it as being famous or anything like that. I just look at it as all these people, for some reason, want to spend their hard-earned money every week to go see us play a show or to download a song, and it's really humbling to me more than anything. And I'm just one of them. I really am. Like, I'm just a normal person. And it's so funny because we did this thing. I don't know if you saw this or not, but I was stalking your Instagram, by the way, last night, and I was checking out your Instagram.
Oh, yay. Thank you. You just made my day. Can you subscribe to my podcast, please? Because you'll be on it next. You'll be on it.
Oh, I'm already subscribed. I'm on it. Like, I was researching it. I was like, yeah, and actually, one of my management team has a Hunter Hayes was on your show. He's one of my management teammates. Yeah, so I'm a big fan of your podcast. But yeah, we did this thing because I wanted to get to know the fans better, because I feel like you can talk with people on Instagram, you can send them a message on Facebook, whatever. It's not really as personal sometimes as I want to be with fans. So we did this campaign. We actually partnered with Straight Talk Wireless, and they sent me an iPhone that I set up as a whole dedicated line just for the fans. And so when fans would go on Spotify and listen to Try Saying Goodbye, my number would pop up, and they could text me like directly. So so far we've gotten like thousands of texts. Like, I've lost count, honestly, but hundreds and hundreds every day. And it's just like all these people, most of them are just like, is this real? Like, I can't believe this. But it's really me. Like, I've answered every one of them. And I've had so much fun with that, just like getting to know the fans and the story, like behind the song, how it's applied to their life and helped them get through those hard times, or maybe, caught them at the end of a breakup and has, helped them through that. And it's just been so fun to connect, like, on a different level. And that's what I want to keep doing. Like, that's my goal as an artist, is just to really keep the fans first and foremost in my career. I think that's how a lot of the greats I grew up loving, like Garth or even Taylor, a lot of people like that become great because they're so connected to their fans, and they know their fans so well on a different level.
Wow, I love that. I love it, and I'm sure the fans love it even more. So, your inspiration when you write, what inspires you? Is it like everyday life? Maybe your baby daughter, your wife, your home life? Like, what is it?
It's everything. I try to draw from anything. On a daily basis, it can be different. It can be, it can be family. It can be something as simple as something I heard in conversation from a buddy or from, another songwriter who I was writing with. And it doesn't always necessarily have to be something I've been through firsthand, but it can be something that somebody close to me is going through, and it's kind of a way for me to walk in their shoes for a minute. Or it can be something that, I've had a family member go through. It's a cool thing about being a songwriter is you kind of get to see the world through different eyes at times, and then sometimes you really dig deep inside yourself and pull something out. And when you do that, to me, it's really therapeutic, and it helps you helps you get through something and hopefully helps other people too. So, and then sometimes it's just fun. Sometimes it's just a fun song idea and just something people want to sing along to, and there's nothing wrong with that either. So that's the cool thing. It's like you never know. You're creating something every day that wasn't there a few hours ago, and it really is a really fun. It's a hard job, but it's a lot of fun when you can do it and get something that people react to.
It's amazing. Do you pinch yourself and say, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe that this is all here"? And I mean, your hit single, "Try Saying Goodbye." I mean, do you go, "Wow"? I mean, this is something that you've been with, you've been doing since you're like a little boy.
Yeah, I have. I mean, I started writing songs when I was, 11 or 12 years old, just kind of, goofy songs like around the campfire and stuff when we were camping or, it's funny that it kind of evolved into this. And, I really can't see myself doing anything but being an artist and writing songs. And, and I can't really do one without the other. Some artists don't write their own songs, some record other people's songs. To me, like, I have to. It's like a therapy process for me. Like, if I go too many days without writing a song, I feel like I need to do it in order to, like, get some stuff out. And then, obviously, being on the road and touring to me is the same way. If I'm off the road too long, I get to missing my fans. I get to missing being up there on stage, with my band. So it's a really fun thing that I do, and I'm just really glad to get to wake up every day and, like, I'm excited, genuinely excited to do it.
I bet being up on that stage and having your audience, because they're drawing from you, that feeling must be unbelievable. I can't even imagine, John.
Oh, the energy is, it's unreal when you're up there. And we're doing a show with some buddies on Old Dominion at this huge festival, and 30,000 people. And it's just when you have that amount of people that are into it, especially if they know your songs and they're singing your songs back to you, there's just no greater feeling than that. It's just so fun, and it's the best job in the world. It really is. And I'm just humbled to get to do it every day.
Oh my God! Well, I'm humbled that you're actually stalked my Instagram and subscribed to my podcast. So I'm a huge fan. I listen to you all the time. You are a doll. Thank you so much. Kiss your baby and your beautiful wife, and I look forward to all your songs. And I'll be listening to you on a daily basis.
Thank you so much, Wendy. You're a sweetheart, and thanks for listening to the song. Tell your daughter to keep listening, and I hope to see you guys at a show soon.
You got it. Yeah, and if you're ever in this area, I'll be there.
Okay, deal. We'll get you tickets anytime, backstage passes for life, whatever you need.
Oh, thank you so much, John. Okay, can't wait. I'll be meeting you in person one day soon.
Perfect. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much, John. You got it.
By now, I'm sure you've heard of weighted blankets. If you haven't tried one, you need to. Blankwell, the best weighted blankets in the market, are great for people who are having trouble sleeping or are dealing with anxiety. Their 15 or 20 pound premium blankets come in a wide variety of colors and even a cooling one. Blankwell makes you feel like you're getting a hug or even being cuddled all night long. Find out for yourself why all the celebs are buzzing over Blankwell. Go to Blankwell.com, use my code Wendy30 for 30% off.